Yes, yeah. Is he gonna release some serious pox? That would suck. That would suck. But what's up, guys? Do a little walk and talk action today. Got a new variant coming out of South Africa. Dun, dun, dun! Dun, dun. Oil went below $70 a barrel, man. Greg Mannarino nails this. I'm gonna link to his channel. I think everybody should be following Mannarino if you're into economics, finance, that type of stuff. Oil's not allowed to go below $70 a barrel. When oil does go below $70 a barrel, there's always a red flag event. The last 2 or 3 that you'll remember would be the Suez Canal. Remember that? Check out the price of oil in that day. And then the pipeline cyber hack attack. Because I guess you can shut off a pipeline cyberly? I guess so. I mean, I would think you'd have to physically go out there and be able to turn it on and off. But nonetheless, oh, and the people got paid in Bitcoin. They demanded Bitcoin because why wouldn't you request the most trackable thing on the entire planet for, you know, your illegal activity? It's just, you know, it's just ridiculous. They got two options. They got two, you know, they got 2 birds, 1 stone. I don't know, whatever. They got 2 of them at the same time with that one. They kind of pounded down cryptocurrency for a minute, and then they were able to pump the price of oil back up. And so today, the market opens up. It's down a little bit. Whatever. It's still going to pump higher. They're going to keep printing. They're going to keep printing. But we got a new variant. Now, a couple of you guys slip into my DMs on Instagram. I don't know how long I'll be on Instagram because eventually I'm getting banned everywhere. So you guys should join the email list because I don't utilize it now. But for 22, I'm going to be utilizing it and then putting this stuff up onto a website. And like, oh, we're gonna figure out a way around this. There's millions of entrepreneurs all around the world that are really, really waking up to it's time to fight totalitarianism. So by you guys liking these videos, by you commenting on these videos, jump on that email list as a backup, but it really does help push it out. And I do appreciate when you guys send this out. I'm not on any of the socials besides the gram at the moment, but I think it's interesting to watch what's going on because we just live in this massive like Truman experiment, basically. Like it's just, everything's a psyop. Everything is a psyop. It's actually pretty funny, which is a psychological operation. So when oil goes below $70 a barrel, not allowed. Some sort of red flag, we call it a false flag event, will occur. And that's just, you know, it's just what it is. It's just like, look around, you know. Does it feel like China to you? Because China probably has a lot more freedom at this point in time than we do. But nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care. I was at, you know, doing the Thanksgiving thing with the family. I've got a younger brother who lives up in the Manhattan area. I'm like, hey man, so what's it like going, you know, show your papers everywhere you go? Well, you know, it's just whatever. I say, you know, just so you know, every time you comply with the regime, you know, liberty dies just a little bit at a time, just a little bit. And he doesn't seem to care. He's a little bit younger than me, but he's like, oh, well, you know, it's just whatever, man. It's just how things are now. And so, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, new variant. Oil went below, on $70, you know, new variant. Oh, and the antibodies are not, the jab antibodies don't apply to the new variant. So you'll need another round of boosters. You can't make this stuff up, you know? I mean, if I had put these videos out in 19 when the Fed went negative 1 trillion in the repo market, and I put it on the gram, and I switched all my content basically to talking about this stuff because I was like, oh, something huge is going to happen. It's going to be huge. Because basically what happened is the debt market imploded, and they needed a bailout, and they got one. Just amazingly, oh, here we go, yeah. Isn't it funny that the same people that like literally made this thing and released this thing are also in front of Congress at the Dr. F and talking about it all the time? You're like, bro, didn't you? This is like you, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and American people, like half of them are like, you need to listen to him. He's our fearless leader. Yes, he's our fearless leader. And you're like, okay, yeah, I know a little bit of American history, just a little bit, not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. And I know 3 times before there's literally been events on this soil, and it just feels like we're overdue. It just feels like, unfortunately, we can't just sit back, talk, have a conversation, and go, hey, it's kind of ridiculous. Like the Fed chair guys, like the guys that literally work at the Federal Reserve, like the Fed presidents. If you don't know how the Federal Reserve works, it's not federal, it doesn't have any reserves, and it's not a bank. It's a unregulated private institution. They literally have a license to print money. It's amazing. And anyway, they're Fed presidents. You got one in like Texas. You got one over in Atlanta. They're different regions or regionals. They got caught insider trading. Oh, wonder how that works. You're just kind of like the Fed president. You know what's going to happen. You buy things that are on sale, and then the Fed comes out and makes an announcement. Oh, we're going to buy these muni bonds. We're going to buy these things. And all of a sudden, like, they recover and you make tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. And then when you get in trouble, you just have a internal investigation, and that's all you say on it. Yes, we are having an internal investigation about that. Really? Like, where's the rest of the swamp at? Like, where's our FBI that we all trust so much, or the CIA that everybody loves? Like, where are they at? Like, are they too busy at the Capitol building, like causing trouble up there? Can like they walk around? Can we do something? No, you can't touch the Federal Reserve. No, I can't touch them. Federal Reserve is untouchable, boy. But nonetheless, these videos are fun. It's just getting so fun. We're going to have so much good content coming this year for 22, because it's going to get crazier and crazier. And then, like, is our buddy, Mr. Gates, who's out there. Some call him Kill Gates. I agree with that. First of all, I'd like to say, as a fellow capitalist, I really appreciate what Gates has done for the world, as far as the technology and the company that he built. Unfortunately, our political elites said, dude, you got too big, you're too successful. And in the 90s, they tried, they broke him up, and he would have been the world's first trillionaire had he done a couple things. One, not been broken up, but two, even if he was broken up, not diversify his stock holdings, as his buddy Warren Buffett suggested, and just held his own company. He would have become the world's first trillionaire. Instead, the guy's worth a little less than 200 billion. So, good job, Buffett. Buffett also says gold is a pet rock. But his dad, who was a senator, was a big pro-gold guy. So anyway, nonetheless, is Gates going to release the smallpox that he's been talking about? Hey, we need to prepare for a smallpox outbreak. What are you talking about, Gates? Smallpox was eradicated 40 years ago. There's one copy, the CDC, we so trust these people, in Atlanta, and then there's another one in Russia. I believe it there, CDC or thing or whatever, for studying purposes. They should have probably destroyed it and fully eradicated the thing, but no, humanity is dumb. And so anyway, Gates is out there going, hey, we need to take this smallpox as a serious threat, guys. We need to be mindful of this smallpox stuff. You should watch some of his videos. They're everywhere. The mainstream propaganda gives him news airtime all the time. I don't know if he has to pay for it or if it's just, I'm not sure how that arrangement goes. But yes, yeah. Is he going to release some serious pox? That would suck. But yeah. That's how they got rid of the original set of Native Americans. And at this point, as far as the globalists are concerned, we're the people occupying the area. So technically, we could probably call ourselves at this point in time Native Americans. If you were born here, you're native to America. You're probably a Native American at this point in time. But the last ones, they knocked them out with smallpox, and then they pushed them off onto reservations, and then they basically just allowed them to kind of dissipate. Yeah, they'll probably do that. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Pretty interesting. Oil's below $70 a barrel. Watch Greg Mannarino, because he's the man on this stuff. The man. But yeah, it's going to get so much more gnarly from here. We're in the fourth turning. And this is what it is. We're going to be here for at least till 25, maybe all the way to 34. It's going to be a good time, baby. Peace.